and welcome to my channel. So today I'm doing basically it's another tag video. There's a few of them going around at the moment, but this one is the would you rather tag. Now this is a little bit different from the other tags that I've done. The other ones I did were like scavenger hunt ones. I'll leave a link to one of those up in the corner, which was in all the colouring books. But this one, basically, it's more of a colour and chat style tag. So hopefully you'll like it because I don't do many colour and chats. I'm not very good at small talk. But hopefully today, 20 questions. So even I can talk through that. I was tagged for this by Colouring with Kay. I will leave a link to her description. No, not a link to her description. I will leave a link to her channel in the description below. Yeah. And then I believe also the person who's actually started this tag was Kirsty Colour and Sketch. So I will leave a link to her channel below. But yeah, we're going to do this today. I thought I'd do something nice and simple. This was the Halloween patterns from Jade Summer that I just picked up in my recent Halloween Amazon haul. I'll put a link to that up in the corner if you've not seen that. But yeah, I was really busy this weekend and didn't get to do any colouring, or at least hardly any colouring. So I need to get cracking, and I thought I'd start with this because I can talk and colour at the same time. We're going to do it in glitter gel pens. I've just got I just have this bag here full of sort of end of life type glitter gel pens. I mean, a few of them have a little bit extra ink in it, but yeah, most of them are near end of life, so perfect for pages like this. If you're curious, I got this pencil case from Amazon. I'll leave a link to it below. I really like it because it's really big, and it's got little pockets inside if I want. But the best thing about it is it's got this side panel that unzips, so I don't just have to dig in the top. I can open up from the side. It's very good for this sort of thing. Right, anyway, I'm wibbling. Let me get the camera zoomed in a bit more, and I'll get you in from the side so you're not looking through my hand the whole time, and we'll get started. See you in a second. Right then, I've just got a piece of paper here to rest my hand on because it's gel pen, so that's an accident waiting to happen. So yeah, let's start with something easy. I'm gonna start with candy apple. Okay, so straight into the first question, and that is, would you rather colour in the same colouring book for the rest of your life, or use the same medium for the rest of your life? So okay, actually that's not a tough one, because one, I'm very fickle when it comes to jumping around. I don't know, it's not a boredom threshold, but I can't stay doing the same thing all the time very often. So I definitely would not want to stay in the same colouring book, because much as I love some artists, sorry, this page is right at the back, so it's really annoying because it's popping up. But yeah, so I would not want to stay in the same book because I don't even know what they are. Let's put this in red. Because I wouldn't, yeah, there's, as much as I love some artists, I just would not want to stay doing the same style of picture the whole time. Meanwhile, I am okay with what I use. I wouldn't probably choose pencils as my single medium, but I would choose either alcohol markers, because I always seem to be able to work with them. I never get bored with those. And also the glitter gel pens. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love glitter gel pens. I would colour everything probably in glitter gel pens if I could, if they didn't streak. And that is why, I think I've mentioned this before, I've got a colour along coming up, and it's all going to be in glitter gel pens. It's crazy, but yeah. So I would keep with the same medium, and I'd probably be glitter gel pens. So that was nice and easy. I did look at these questions initially when they first come out, but I've not looked at them in like a week, so it's this, I am shooting from the hip a little bit. So, would you rather colour a page full of leaves or colour a wallpaper style page? Page full of leaves. Oh yeah, all day, every day. I rarely get bored with doing leaves, because you can do, everybody gets sort of bound up like leaves can be green and that's it, but leaves can be any colour you want. They don't even have to be, you know, green or brown or whatever. I have done blue leaves before. Why not? And though I must admit, if I had a whole page, generally the way I get around my boredom, not boredom, but you know, my restlessness, what I was just talking about, doing the same thing, the same pictures, I tend to hop about a bit. But that's okay, because I've just elected to not, what are they usually, yellow? I've not gone for the single book for the rest of my life, so it's fine. I'll just do a page of, I'll do some leaves and then I'll go off and do something else, and then I'll come back, do some more leaves, come back. Wallpaper pages, generally I'm not a fan of. They have to be, there has to be something interesting about them, or if I'm doing a challenge or something like that. So yeah, leaves, more leaves, leaves all day. That's why I'm a big Johanna Basford fan. And also Maria Trolle, she does a lot of leaves. Yeah, leaves all day. What colour should I do that? Oh, let's do that yellow. Probably got that the wrong way around, shouldn't I? I should have done a green apple with red candy. Anyway, so that, I'm good with these questions. That's 2 for 2. That was nice and easy. That's the next one. Would you rather colour fur or skin? So if you've been around my channel for a while, you'll probably already know the answer to this. I'm not big on doing portraits at all. I don't do them often. Let's just do these. And I'm not very good at them when I do them. I tend to, if I do skin and people, I tend to keep them with small portraits. We don't go big. And yeah, so definitely fur. I mean, I'm not great at doing fur either, to be honest. That looks realistic, but I don't really mind. I definitely prefer fur over skin though. Yeah, next one. Would you rather colour a double page spread in a Kerby Rosanes book or a double page spread in a Klara Markova book? Well, I guess that's kind of easy because I don't actually own any Klara Markova books, so it's not even an option. But I love Kerby, love him to bits. His pictures take me forever to do, but I love them. Maybe I'll do one of them next or soon for a colour along. That seems to force me to not get distracted. But yeah, so if I did have a Klara Markova, do you know, it's not that I don't dislike her style, because I think they're really cute. They're just, her books are so expensive, I'm not going to lie. When you count the price of the book and then the postage, I find it hard to justify the cost because of how long it takes me to colour things in. You know, I'd basically probably be buying a single book and, you know, colouring a single picture would cost me 15 quid. So it's a bit, yeah. Maybe one day I would like to get one of her books. But for now, yeah, no Klara Markova, and it's Kerby all of the way because I've got most of his books. Yeah. Right. Next one. Would you rather colour greyscale or line art? Okay, that's a tough one because Sorry if you saw a hair there. I'm shed like a cat. That is a tough one because I like both. There tends to be more line art pictures. Most of my books are line art, but that's pretty much because there's more line art books, and a lot of the grayscale books tend to be portraits, and as I've just mentioned, I don't do portraits very well. So yeah, but I do like grayscale. I do really enjoy grayscale because I'm lazy, basically. I mean, a lot of people are scared off by grayscale, thinking it's hard, but it's not. And grayscale is easier because it puts in all the shading for you. And so I like grayscale because I can actually do it at a speed that is like faster than Turtle. So do I have to choose? I guess I prefer grayscale. I don't do enough of it. I don't do them often enough because I don't have enough pictures in grayscale that I like, but I tend to enjoy them more. That's not true, because then I do a line art picture, and if I do it well, on the rare occasions I do a picture well, I'm so proud of it. So yeah, but I guess I will go for grayscale. But honestly, I'll do anything. I will do anything. Right, let's do some jelly beans. We can have jelly beans in different colours, so that's nice. So, this is question 6. Would you rather colour a page by Mystic Art Mirrors or Christine Karron? Christine Karron. Easy, that. One, again, I don't have any Mystic Art Mirrors books, and to be honest, she doesn't. They are nice, and I kind of like looking at them, and I like seeing other people's pictures coloured in them, but I'm not a fan of her particular style. I like them, but I don't like them. I like looking at them, but I don't like them with a view to colouring, if that makes sense, because it's not the same thing. And yeah, there's just something about the faces that I find a bit not my thing. It's the same. Oh, don't shoot me, don't hate me. It's the same thing with Deborah Muller. I know there's a huge amount of Deborah Muller fans out there, but there's just something about that face it's just not my bag. So Christine Karron, who does do a lot of portraits as well, but she does grayscale, so if I'm going to do a portrait, there's a good chance in fact I am actually doing a Christine Karron picture at the moment from Colouring Heaven, because I'm doing it as a buddy colour, which I'm really excited about. But also she does things like the Benny Blue ones, and she does, mermaids, which are like beetle animals, but she does do critters and things like that. So she's not a one-trick pony, Christine. She does lovely artwork, and she does a large variety of it. So yeah, Christine Karron. Okay, 7. Would you rather colour in silence or colour with background noise? Hang on, what shall I do these? What's this colour? Have I got any ink in there? Try this. I can do either. I'm not afraid of silence. I'm quite I'm one of these people. I am quite content. I would be a hermit. So yeah, silence doesn't bother me. However, I also find that I'm going to do these like they're Maltesers. Well, in the UK we call them Maltesers. They're just like, I think they're called malt balls or something like that. I don't know. But the chocolate with honeycomb in the middle. But yeah. Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the background noise. So basically, when I colour, usually that's when I get caught up on my YouTube videos. So the more I colour, the more videos I get to watch. And I have it on, I joke about it like it's my YouTube radio, because I do just like having that. Even when people are colouring different pictures from what I am, I'm not doing them as colour alongs or anything. I don't know. Is this running out? Oh. Go on, you can do it. No, you're not doing it. Alright, let me just find another bronze. Okay. That one's got a bit more in it. So, yeah. Yeah, the busier, if I don't colour, then I don't get to watch a lot of YouTube, which is a bad thing. Which is another thing as well. I have a habit, if you have a channel, and I'm subscribed to you, then I watch you. I don't always comment though, because my God, there's so many videos out there at the moment that it's just impossible to comment on all of them, or at least not meaningful comments. And I'm not one of these drop a comment and bail. I try to leave meaningful comments when I do comment. I always drop a like, but basically I have a watch list, a play later list, so I'll scan through YouTube and see what's on my homepage suggested and things like that, and if I haven't got time, then I'll put it on my watch later list. But because of that, it comes on a playlist and they just automatically go through all the ones. So sometimes this playlist just, you know, rotates through while I'm colouring, and I don't get the opportunity to drop a comment before it jumps onto the next video. But I always drop a like. So yeah, rest assured, even if I'm not commenting, trust me, I am watching. So, next question. Would you rather colour with a mix of mediums and brands, or stick to one medium and brand? Well, I would prefer to do, you know, a mixture. Who wouldn't? Why only have vanilla ice cream when you can have all the flavours of ice cream? Though I do like vanilla. I was saying that, vanilla is one of my favourites. But you know what I mean. Why would you ever limit yourself? The fun thing about colouring is you get to experiment sometimes if you want. And the best way to experiment is with different mediums. Mostly, it's about 50-50. I'll use one medium. If I'm doing a greyscale with alcohol markers, then I'll probably only use a gel pen on top of that, or a Posca pen. If I'm doing something more detailed, I might do an alcohol marker with a pencil top over the, you know, for shading. So it depends what I'm doing, but mostly I wouldn't say I'd rather colour. It's not a conscious decision. But, you know, most times I end up using multiple things on a picture. Okay, number 9. Would you rather use a white gel pen or a white Posca pen? Probably a white gel pen, just because... What shall I do these? What haven't you used? Let's use a purple. Just because, one, they're a bit cheaper than a Posca. And 2, anybody who's used Poscas a lot will you'll probably have experienced this if you've used them a lot, but occasionally Posca pens, I don't want to say they explode, but they explode. Like, you'll just get this huge splodge of paint. When it happens, it's like a nightmare, because, you know, they ain't getting that stuff back in the pen. It's like a big splodge. So yeah, given the choice, I would use a gel pen, a white gel pen, and that is mostly what I use, even though I do have Poscas. Just sometimes a Posca pen works better. It depends what you're colouring over. But yeah, gel pen. So, Number 10, would you rather colour in the morning or colour at night? Oh, I'll colour at any old time. If I've got the time, I'll colour at any time. So most of the time I do end up colouring in the evening, because, you know, I'm self-employed, so I do have to work during the day, even though I'm super flexible about how I can work. So I can do things like film when I have the time. But generally, my free time for colouring, at least, is in the evening. As to what I prefer, though, I don't care. It's just, if I'm in the mood, I'll do it. Right. Would you rather colour a page using a YouTube tutorial or colour a page using a tutorial from a book, for example, colour special effects? YouTube tutorial. I don't even own those books. Maybe one day I'll get one of those special effects one, but I enjoy doing the tutorial. I don't do many of them, but I do occasionally. And yeah, just because you can see it in action, you can see what the person on the YouTube video is actually doing. You can pause it and replay it over and over if you need, you know. Yeah, YouTube video all the way. Would you rather colour food or glass? Food. The way I colour glass just involves colouring it really pale blue and then just getting a gel pen and just putting a couple of streaks on it, like for highlights. I'm not very good at that. Food, however, you know, it's food. Well, I'm colouring food. What's not to like about colouring food? Apart from it might make you hungry. Yeah, food. Number 13. Would you rather colour in Jasmine Beckett Griffith books or Jade Summer books? That's a good one. So I don't own any Jasmine Beckett Griffith books, but I do have a Colouring Heaven one. Let's do these oranges like they're pumpkins. And she's one of these artists. There's a few of them out there that I really, really, really love her artwork and her style. But I'm not big on colouring portraits, and she has those huge faces on her pictures, huge faces and eyes, and so consequently I enjoy looking at them both as line art and coloured in, but they're not so high on my list for enjoying colouring them. It's like I was saying before with Mystic Art Mirrors. There are things I can look at and really like looking at, but they're not necessarily the same things that I would like to colour. So yeah, Jade Summer books, I guess. I consider I'm colouring in a Jade Summer book, that seems appropriate. But yeah, I like their greyscale books, like the Chibi Girls and all that sort of stuff. So Jade Summer. Would you rather colour a colour by number book or a mandala book? Mandala. It's funny. I never used to like, when I first started colouring, I never used to like colouring mandalas at all. Well, I say I never used to like them. I never tried them. I just assumed, because, you know, that I wouldn't like them because it's quite symmetrical, and I don't like wallpaper pages. I knew that much, so I was like, well, why would I want to do something symmetrical? They're just like, yeah, it's not a real picture. God, I was a bit up myself then when I started. Yeah, they're not a real picture. Of course, they're a real picture. And then I tried a Sun Life drawing book called Inverted Mandalas, where they're all on a black background. Oh, I loved it. Still got that book. I'm still slowly plodding through it. But that introduced me to doing the mandala, and consequently I love especially mandalas on black backgrounds. But yeah, I love mandalas. Colour by numbers I'm a bit picky about. I like some style of colour by numbers, like the pixelated ones, I guess because they're just a bit different in style, or the mosaic ones. But I Not so much a fan on the realistic ones because I don't like that the numbers show through. I keep meaning one day to try it in paint, but we'll see. But yeah, mandalas. Number 15. Would you rather use watercolours forever or use alcohol markers forever? Alcohol markers because I don't even know. I've got some watercolour pencils. I've got the Arteza watercolour pencils, and then I've got a pan of very, very cheap metallic-y type watercolours. But then, I've got a handful of open stock Inktense. They're the exception. I do like the Inktense. But generally speaking, I'm not... Well, it's just practice, isn't it? And I haven't practiced with them much. But generally speaking, I don't use watercolours much, nor likely will I. So alcohol markers forever. Would you rather colour a Christmas page in June or colour an Easter page in December? Christmas page in June. Do you know what? I'm going to start on this side because it is symmetrical. What do I do with that purple? Right. Right, okay. Let's just do the top bits. Yeah, Christmas page in June. Not because I'm Christmas crazy, because I'm not particularly. But at least I do celebrate Christmas to a degree, and like it's fun, and you know, it's snow and cute things, robins and all this nonsense. Whereas Easter, it's chocolate or bunnies, and I don't really celebrate Easter, not as an adult. I mean, even as a child, I didn't particularly like. Easter eggs were so overpriced, and we was a bit poor growing up. So instead of paying like a silly amount for an Easter egg, I used to just get one of those big giant bars of chocolate as a kid, which I much preferred because you got like twice as much chocolate, and it was less money even. So yeah, I'm not a big Easter person. I mean, I'll give me an Easter bunny, fine, but I'm not. I could take them or leave them. Whereas Christmas, yeah, I'm all up for Christmas because there's a lot of things you can do for Christmas pictures. So Christmas in June. Would you rather, this is number 17, would you rather colour on Create Space paper or on tan toned paper? I've never even tried tan tone. No idea what it's like. Couldn't say. So I'd have to say Create Space paper because that's all I know. One day I'll have to buy some of that tone tan. But again, most people tend to use that for portrait work. And in case you haven't picked up, because I've hardly obviously ever mentioned this, I don't do portraits very often. So yeah, but one day I'll have to try it. But as it stands, Create Space, because Create Space doesn't even bother me that much. It's not that bad. You work around it. Right, number 18. Would you rather colour with Prismacolor pencils or Arteza pencils? Another one. I don't have any Arteza. I've got the Arteza watercolours, but I don't have regular Arteza pencils. So I can't compare. On that note, I would have to say Prismacolors. I mean, Prismacolors are alright. I do go for softer pencils rather than harder pencils. But, yeah, they're alright, but yeah, I'm not a huge pencil person anyway. I use them occasionally when I'm in the mood. And that's all. Right, so Prismacolor, yes. What have we got? Number 19. Would you rather colour a background or colour the main image first? I would do the background last, usually because I'm a klutz and I'll drop a pen or pencil and can't get rid of the mark, and I'll make a mess of the background as I'm going along. So what background I put on depends on how much of a mess I've made, because I might have to put a dark colour on or use a paint like acrylic paint. And if I don't make an accident, then I'll use pastels. Would you rather use Neocolor 2s or Derwent Inktense? Derwent Inktense. I don't have any Neocolors. Again, I can't really vouch for something that I've never used, and they don't, I don't know. I mean, obviously, if I had the opportunity to get some really cheap, maybe I would. But generally speaking, they're not high on my list of even want to try. The Inktense, however, I do quite like them. So if ever I was going to do something in watercolour, it would be the Inktense. Right. Would you rather rip a page out of a book that has gone wrong, or persevere and rescue the page? Rescue the page. Yeah, I would never, ever, ever, ever rip a page out of a book. Unless, of course, I was giving it away or framing it or something like that. But never because something's gone wrong. And that's just not how I roll. And is why I have quite a lot of whips. Because if something goes wrong, I just walk away and leave it until I've been inspired either on how to fix it, or, you know, just come back to it fresh. So, but yeah, there is no such thing in my book as a ruined page. All there is something that I haven't figured out how to fix yet. Number 22. Would you rather colour in a hardback book or a softback book? Makes no odds to me. But I must admit, hardback books do feel quite, they do feel nice, don't they? They're quite luxurious. I've only got Maria Trolle is the only hardback books I've got, and they do feel quite nice, I have to say. But it's not really about the hardback or softback. It's what the paper's like inside. So yeah. And then last but not least, bonus question: who is your favourite artist? Well, that's a no-brainer. You'll know this. Johanna Basford. Johanna Basford. She's the one that started it all for me. So she'll always have a special place in my heart just for that. But I love colouring flowers and leaves, and I just love her style. Her books are great value. I mean, most of her books, they have 100 images in it, and things like Secret Garden and Enchanted Forest, they're like a £5. Sorry about that. My phone ran out of memory figures. I was right at the end anyway. So I'd just been saying that Secret Garden and Enchanted Forest only cost a £5, so they were great value. And I love her. I love Johanna Basford. I will colour her all day. I will, she's a book that I'll always come back to. I have colouring books that I picked up right when I started, and I haven't touched them in maybe 18 months or whatever, whereas Johanna's, I'll always come back to hers. I'll take breaks, but I always gravitate back to her books. But anyway, that is the end of the tag. I'd only coloured in that little bit there offline, so didn't miss much. But yeah, that is my would you rather tag, or my 20 questions. Well, it's 22 questions actually, and a bonus question, it's 23. So who will I tag? Well, I have been tagging the same people for a lot of videos recently, so I thought I'm going to try something, some new people. So if you're watching, hopefully, maybe, we'll see, I am tagging T's World of Adult Colouring. I don't think these people have done it. If they have, they've already been tagged, then so be it, it's fine. Obviously, as well, if you want to join in on the tag yourself and you're not tagged, just go right ahead. Consider this an open tag. But yeah, so T's World of Adult Colouring, I will link her channel in the description below. I will also tag Jamie's Colouring Love. Again, her channel is below. And then I've got two more that I'm going to, because I was going through all of my subscribed channels who I'm subscribed to see who had done videos or hadn't done videos in this case, because this is an older tag. It's been going around for a bit. And I'm going to tag two more people. I don't even know if they know I exist, but it's fine, But if they do, it'd be great, because I would love to see and hear what these people think if they do happen upon this tag. So I tag Gem at the Colour Cave. I will link her below, and I will tag Claire from Colour with Claire. Yeah, they're bigger channels, so like I say, I don't even know if they know I exist or even care, but I'm going to tag them anyway because that's how I roll. So yeah, T, Jamie, Gem and Claire, all tagged below. I will link them and check them out. They're all great channels. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, no, you will see this page at the end of the month in my finished pages. If it's the last thing I do, I will do these Halloween pages. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Take care. Hope you enjoyed the tag and the bit of a colour and chat. But yeah, I will see you again all very soon. Take care. Bye for now.